Hey guys, it's cmasupra, and this is another gameplay video of Company of Heroes. It's Americans versus Wehrmacht on Angeville. I start as Wehrmacht on the north, and I do a pretty standard 2 pioneer start, and I send them both to build the Wehrmacht quarters. Sometimes people choose to send them both to build the Wehrmacht quarters, sometimes I send one out to cap immediately, while the other builds. I find that if I do that, my Volks come out late. They don't come out, like I can't start them right at the 280 manpower mark, which I like to do. So I send them both to build the Wehrmacht quarters and then send them out to cap at the same time. Now in this game I'm going to send one out to the left, one out to the right. Some games send them both to the same side. It just depends what map, what faction I'm facing, what side I'm on, stuff like that. I don't know what I was doing with that strategic point on the right. I don't send anyone there. Actually, I think I was telling the Wehrmacht quarters unit, whatever comes out, to go there, which will be a Volksgrenadier squad. So on the chat, you can see I'm just making small talk with him, trying to distract him from the game. It's a useful tactic as long as you don't get yourself distracted from the game, because he won't be as focused as you are, and thus he'll play worse. On the right side, I saw his one engineer squad capping, so I went to distract it so it wouldn't get that fuel, but now he's bringing in a second, and so I'm pulling back. I have my Volks coming in to take care of him. He chooses not to send both of his engineers to attack my pioneer squad. He chooses to have one engineer squad capture the field point anyways, while the other attacks or defends, and it works out for him. Sadly, I didn't realize it at the time that he was using one to capture. I thought I was actually fighting both of them, which I didn't now know I was not. So I try to get that fuel immediately so that he doesn't have it for long, but he sends 3 engineer squads to me, so I quickly pull back with both of my squads, the Volksgrenadier squad and Pioneer squad, because those two cannot handle 3 squads of engineers on their own without pulling back. They'll just get overwhelmed and die. I go for the house in the top because engineers carry submachine guns, and submachine guns are very bad against houses in this game. And he knows that, so he pulls back his engineers. He doesn't want to advance too far. That's a good move on his part. But that also means that I don't put my MG in the house, I bring it more forward. He does not plan on that. So my MG suppresses all 3 engineers, and I have my Volks focus fire on that Jeep, which is flanking my MG, because otherwise it'll kill my MG, and he'll have 3 engineer squads attacking me again, which I do not want at all, because I will get overwhelmed. I send my pioneers at the top to capture the fuel and munitions point up there, because they don't need to be in the action. It's better for them to capture resources, because otherwise they will die in this kind of action. I also just really don't need them in this action. My current force is strong enough. So he sends his second Jeep on the left, but it quickly retreats because he realizes he doesn't have a chance against my force right there. On the left side, you can see it's been completely uncontested. So he thinks that my entire force is on the right side until about now. It hasn't shown yet, but soon. Yeah, right there. You can see he's now capturing my fuel point. So he knows that I've been capturing on the left side also. So I basically just kind of ignore it. I send the piles on the left to distract the squad on the left, so that he does not get that fuel either. And I move up on the right because I know I have the upper hand. He only has Jeeps and engineers, which my Volks and MGs can take care of, and pioneers also. He has 3 Jeeps, 2 engineer squads. He probably has more at his base. He sends his 3 Jeeps to the right where my MG is. I quickly retreat my MG because there is no way that MG can handle 3 Jeeps at a time. On the left, you can see he's pulling back his engineers. because he doesn't want to die while capturing the fuel point. Here you can see the Jeep is driving by my pioneers. I don't know why he chooses not to attempt to kill my pioneers, and in the end that is going to hurt him. You can see on the minimap there are 3 Jeeps coming to his cutoff point now. That's gonna hurt him. He should have decided to attack my pioneers on the right, that way I wouldn't have gotten that point. But he chose to do this and bring up his engineers. I could get rid of those engineers. I guess the Volks on their own focus fire, because I didn't. Here you can see 2 Jeeps are killed, not at the exact same time, there's about half a second in between. I guess that was a glitch, because I only fired 1 Faust, and it killed both Jeeps. The time that I was playing this game, I thought 1 Jeep got killed by the Faust, and 1 got killed by the just shooting from the Volks, but when I was watching this over, I saw that both Jeeps had pretty high health, and it was quick enough that it could not have been because of just the Volks shooting. Unless every single bullet hit, which never happened in this game. So here I'm telling him 1 died from a Faust, 1 died from just shooting, because at the time I did not realize that it might have been a glitch. I'm watching this over, I am thinking that was a glitch. Here you can see he's giving up. That's the end of the game. He has a Jeep on the right side, an engineer squad on the left side, and 3 engineer squads in his base. He does not have much of a force, and he knows that. He also knows that I have most of the map, so he gives up, and if this game were to continue, I would say that I would have won anyways. So that's good on his part. He doesn't have to waste his time playing a game he's not going to win. Although it can improve your skill if you play like that, because you're playing with a weaker force and to beat a superior force. So anyways, let me know what you guys think of this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe.